Why did you decide to hook up on this front, Tyler?
Well, honestly, I thought that it would be a great idea just to be able to partner with Old Spice, just because it's all about being able to help kids thrive, especially in the days that we're living in right now. And they chose to be able to do that throughout the educational environment. And so just by being able to talk with them and understanding like what it is that they're trying to do, all the things that they're trying to promote, they came up with this 10-year commitment plan to increase high school graduation rates just for young guys. And I think that's really big, especially in the black communities, just with everything that's going on, the way that we grow up, the things that we go through. A lot of times, a lot of people drop out of school, and just to be able to be committed to help people to stay in school and be committed to increase the graduation rates, I think it says a lot. And just understanding how they decided to partner and to be able to work with the film Black Boys, that's also something that I'm also looking forward to being able to talk to, so we can continually extend the conversation as we talk about what's going on even in America today.
Yeah, we spoke about that documentary with Malcolm Jenkins when he was on this show just last week, and that documentary is available right here on Peacock, which is where you and I, Tyler Lockett and I, are having this conversation. So were you not comfortable in your own skin as a younger man, Tyler?
Well, I think when I grew up, I was comfortable in my own skin, but it was because I was around people that looked like me, you know, my whole entire life and just how I grew up. So I was always around people in that aspect. But as you get away from your family and your friends and people who protect you, you do start to see the other side of life. And a lot of times you think, especially growing up, that you don't have to deal with racism because maybe it's just because of where you grew up at or where you were at that time. But you realize that even when you come to the NFL, like, it doesn't change. It's just you reach a different peak, a different level in your life, and now you're just hearing it from people that never had to grow up in your hometown. So, you know, there was times where I did go to I was in Bel Air, actually, and it was for one of my friends. He was having a bachelor party, and I had ran inside, and a lot of them was outside, and we were about to leave and get in the Uber, and there was a lady who came down the hill who basically told everybody when I had went inside that we didn't belong up there and that we didn't know how things worked up there on the hill and stuff like that, and just how she was going to call the cops. And, you know, she didn't know I was in the NFL. She didn't know I had money. She didn't know I could have bought a house out there in Beverly Hills, in Bel Air, to even stay there or to even rent out an Airbnb there. But it's just the fact of sometimes being in the color of our skin, we're just looked at differently, like we can't afford things or we don't deserve to be up there or we don't even know how the rules apply up there. And so, yeah, there is a lot of times where you end up being put in situations or you see things that you might have not been able to peep as you were growing up just because of who you were always around.
Tyler Lockett here on the Rich Eisen Show. And again, he's joining us on behalf of Old Spice, a 10-year initiative to help all young guys feel confident in their own skin. And you can learn more by visiting Old Spice's social channels. And there's also, I'm sure, at TDLockett12 on Twitter and Instagram.